Okay, this is a quick video on how to use the 7610 with the ACOM1010 amplifier. First thing you want to do is you want to find, if you're on a frequency that's you're desiring, go find a little bit, get off the frequencies a little bit, and put the radio in RTTY. What that does is when you transmit, it gives you a constant carrier so that you can tune the ACOM1010. Okay, we're going to move over to the ACOM1010 and we'll discuss it a little bit further. Wait a minute, one more thing we're going to do before we leave. You want to go over to the multi-controller and you look up at the power setting and you want to put the power down. I was running 100 watts. So you want to run it down around 30 watts and you can leave it right there to tune up the amplifier, but leave it around 30 watts and you'll see what you get out of the ACOM. Okay, this is the ACOM1010 linear power amplifier, and got a couple of things going here, but the one thing I want to point out first, I've got it right here on my my desk. You do not change the band right here while in OPER right here. So you got to make sure that this is off, and then you can go over here and change over to the 40 meter band. So it's real simple. We've got antenna 1 and antenna 2 you can select from. It went yellow because it didn't sense an antenna there, and then this is our TTY, and that shows you you're transmitting. So as we looked at the ICOM 7610, we had 30 watts out, or 30% power, and it's in the RTTY mode. So what you want to do is you want to peak this load into the green area, and you want to peak this tune knob into the green area. But first, before we got it, we want to check to see if we're in the right band, and then we want to go back to operate. And then we'll be able to transmit, and you see how this peaks here, and then you peak this and you see just under 200 watts. So while we're watching that, I'm going to increase the power on the on the ICOM, and then I will continue to monitor this, and then we've got 50% power, and we'll need to readjust this and make sure that this is centered in, and it shows that we're right at 300, that's 350, that's 400, and we've got 30 watts reflected. No problem, that's a good signal. Okay, so here we're going to look at the LP500, and we're going to see the power output and the reflected power, and you'll notice that the reflected power is indicated down this bar and up here, and the power output is right here. Also, the average and the peak power are indicated on these bars. So you'll notice that we are right at 2.5 on the VSWR, and I'll show you here in a second. Okay, there's 253 watts out, 200. You'll see the peak and the average right there, and then a VSWR of 2.35 to 1, which is not bad at all.